Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. So today is October 31st, so it's Halloween, and it is Sunday as well. So I'm at home right now. It's 4:24 right now, and I'm about to begin my study session. I have quite a lot of things that I have to get done. I have a couple accounting assignments that I have to finish, an economics assignment that I have to work on as well. I have some stats homework that I want to finish because my next two stats classes before this upcoming Friday are review classes. So I definitely want to take advantage of them and do as many practice questions as I can, and then meet my professor the next day for class and ask as many questions as I possibly can. And then I also have a business law quiz that I have to do. So we have a lot of things that we have to get done today. So let's go. I can't argue with the statement that midterm week is one of the most stressful weeks out of the year for any student. I mean, you pretty much isolate yourself in your room for hours, completing practice problem after practice problem, just hoping that everything that you reviewed is going to be on your exam. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys for a second here, and I actually don't like studying. I don't enjoy it. And I know there are some people who do, but I feel like making your study area look aesthetic, or the aesthetic of studying, is really nice, but actually doing the act of studying isn't the most enjoyable thing. And I say this because I don't really like the idea of just memorizing information for the sake of memorizing it. So I've been talking to some of my friends and also like my siblings. I've been like hearing what other students have been saying, and I feel like to a certain extent school really isn't about learning anymore. I feel like in some aspects of it, it's just about memorizing as much information as you possibly can just to get a good mark or just to barely pass your classes, and also trying to stay mentally sane at the exact same time, which is so sad because I feel like when we go to school, our main goal should be to learn. Like, I understand that school isn't going to give you all the materials that you need, but at least I feel like with the information that we are given, we should, as students, at least try to actively try to apply it to our life, or I don't know, just find some sort of skill that we can gain from it. And for those of you who don't know, learning is, well, the definition of learning is gaining knowledge or skill through experience, study, or being taught.
We both know this is temporary.
Hi everyone, so it is Tuesday, November 2nd, and I only have, well, I guess one day, well, including today, I have 2 days till my economics midterm, and including today, I technically have 3 days till my stats midterm. So my economics midterm is on Thursday and my stats midterm is on Friday. So today I'm planning on doing a bit of studying for both midterms. I'm just going to be going over notes, and also not just rewriting notes and not just reading through my textbook, which I know that's not an effective way to study, and that's not what I'm doing. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing practice problems, especially for a class like statistics, because it is math based. I'm going to be practicing a lot of I'm just going to be doing the practice questions that my professor gave us, and then for my economics class I'm going to do some of the practice questions from my exercise book. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing this evening / afternoon. Hopefully I like this. Oh my, tastes good. Let's change my clothes now, so I'll see you later. For my study sessions, I try my best to make them as aesthetic and as enjoyable as I possibly can. So typically on school nights, I like to start my study sessions around 4, and I usually like to use the Pomodoro method when it comes to studying. I just find that this method has worked the best for me, and especially if you're somebody who struggles with studying for long periods of time, breaking it up into smaller chunks just makes it more manageable and more realistic to do, in my opinion. So basically, I like to do the version where it's you work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. I also really enjoy playing music when I study. I don't know what it is. I know some people can't do it, and some people really like studying in complete silence. I can do that. It honestly really depends on how I'm feeling, but lately I've really enjoyed listening to either like lo-fi music, lo-fi beats. One thing that I've currently been obsessed with is listening to, get this, instrumental old school music, and a lot of it is music that I don't know, and I don't know, like just the instruments, it just sounds so soothing and so calming and so relaxing, and it just helps me focus, and I enjoy it so much. And then on top of that, I also love burning a candle when I'm studying. I just feel like it just sets the mood, it just sets the vibe in my room, and yeah. Hi. Okay, so 25 minutes just went up on my timer. I'm using this, I don't know, it's just this random really aesthetic timer that I found on YouTube. You can just search up Pomodoro study timer. I didn't search that up. It just kind of happened to pop up on my YouTube Explore page. But anyways, you can search one of them up. This one is 2 hours and it gives you a 25, like you work for 25 minutes and then you take a break for 5 minutes. So I am on my first 5-minute break, so I'm going to do that. One thing I'm trying not to do is to go on my phone, because I know 5 minutes turns into 10 and then 10 turns into 20, and then over time, like, the time just compounds, and then 2 hours goes by and it's like, oh my goodness, like, this is supposed to be a 5-minute break. So obviously I don't want that. So I actually went to the bookstore today and I picked up quite a few books. So I have a little stack of books here, so I'm going to go through, not necessarily go through them, I'm going to just do a quick little book haul, show you guys the books that I got, and then I'm going to pick one book out of them, and then I'm going to start reading it for like the next 5 minutes or whenever I do my 5-minute breaks. That way, I'm not going on my phone, I'm staying off social media, and I'm just keeping myself fixated and focused on the task at hand. Also, shout out to Book TikTok, because like, a lot of these books, like, I've been getting so many good book recommendations from Book TikTok. But anyways, one of the first books that I got was We Were Liars. I've heard so many good things about this book, and I just started reading it. I'm like maybe like 2-3 pages in. So I'm most likely going to read this book today. So I want to get through this book. People say it's really good. And then after, this was not one that I heard on TikTok. However, when I was in the bookstore, I saw this and it's called Perfect Family. So basically it's this perfect family. They're hiding all these secrets. And then, you know, I'm actually not doing a good job of describing any of these books. So if you want to know what any of these books are about, I will put a little blurb or like a little description about what these books are about in the description box down below. And I will also put a link to where you guys can buy these books, probably off like Amazon. It's probably where you can find them. So I'm not even going to bother trying to explain them, because I know I'm not going to do a good job of explaining them anyways. And then the next one is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is a murder mystery book. Two of my favorite books are murder mystery and romance. There's just something about murder mystery, like when done right and when written well, the book is so good and it's almost incredibly difficult to put it down, and that's when you know it's a good book. So I'm very excited to read this. I've seen so many people talk about it on Book TikTok, heard a lot of good reviews about it. I'm gonna read it. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint. And the second last book that I got was One Last Stop. This one's really cute. And then last but not least, I picked up the Jujutsu Kaisen, I guess it's volume 11 for the manga. I haven't started reading this yet because I still need to read 8, 9, and 10 before I can start reading this one. So I'm trying to get my hands on 8, 9, and 10, and then when I get 8, 9, and 10, then I'll start reading 11. But as of today, we're going to start with We Were Liars. I'm going to sit down on my bed, read this for the next like 5 minutes, and then after we're going to go back into our study session for our economics class.